Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, you guys are a lot of you are really into cryptocurrency, like me, you know. And there's an article out there. If you haven't heard of it, I'm going to explain to you what it is. I'm going to open up the charts and show you in just a minute. There's a new coin coming to town, and this one could be very serious. It's called Unit E. And if you guys have heard of it, I mean, some of you have probably heard of it already. You're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency assets. I've already taken a beating. I've watched the price of my cryptocurrency assets drop over the last 6 months tremendously. And now you hear about this and you're like, oh my God, sell. And the sky's falling. You're like scared. I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Okay? I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Take it for what it's worth. It's my opinion only. But let's get started. And where's my chart? Oh, my goodness, where's my chart? Okay, here it is. Okay, let's get the chart started right here. This new currency unit is called, it's invented by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And it's called Unit E. It says researchers and 7 colleagues across the United States are working together on the supposed groundbreaking cryptocurrency project that they say will offer scalability beyond anything that Bitcoin can offer. Will a cryptocurrency called Unit E supplant Bitcoin? Known as Unit E, the proposed cryptocurrency will purportedly have a capacity to rival Visa and MasterCard in terms of transactions processed per second. The participating professors included prominent researchers from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and UC Berkeley, Stanford University, Carnegie Mellon University, and the University of Southern California and the University of Washington. The researchers are working together under the banner of Distributed Technology Research, a nonprofit foundation backed by Pantera Capital, for the purpose of developing the next generation of digital currencies to achieve wide adoption. Unit E should launch in the second half of 2019 with a stated goal of processing 10,000 transactions per second. Now you got to understand that Visa and MasterCard, they're only able to process 1,700 transactions. So this is 10,000 transactions a second. It's like 5 times Visa and MasterCard put together. It's enough to cover the whole world. 10,000 transactions a second. When you consider that Bitcoin can fluctuate between 5 transactions a second and 10 transactions a second, generally falling in around 7 transactions per second. Here we're talking 10,000 transactions a second. So if you hear about this, all of a sudden you know it's real. It's real. They're inventing it. And they're releasing it later this year. You're like, oh my God, this is the death of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to go gone. But you're going to hear my opinion on it. So just put those brakes on the car for a second where you're thinking, sell all my Bitcoins, just for a second here. Because this might not really be the death of Bitcoin. And I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to get right into it. Let's close the charts right here. And let's just talk. Okay? Here's the thing. So you got this new coin, produces 10,000 transactions per second. But it's probably not going to have what Bitcoin has. Bitcoin has something that no other coin has. Why do you think it's worth so much money right now? I'm going to tell you what it has. Bitcoin has been digitally designed to mimic gold. That's why it's worth so much money. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. Bitcoins is on its way to becoming actually a store of value. And so is Litecoin. When they were originally designed, Bitcoin was designed to be gold and Litecoin to be silver. Bitcoin as a store of value doesn't need more than 7 transactions a second, really. And the reason why is because when people are HODLing, and that's what's happening with the people, are HODLing, this process doesn't have to end, this HODL, the hold on for dear life process, doesn't have to end. At a certain point, if Bitcoin starts to move upwards in value, you could see massive amounts of money flow into the space for Bitcoin and Litecoin, Litecoin being silver, Bitcoin being gold, from the investment community, storing that money just like you store it in a bank. Most of the money you put in the bank, you don't go to the bank and take all your money out and make transactions every single day with it. You leave it sitting in the bank. Bitcoin right now, with its 7 transactions a second, is getting along just fine, thank you very much. You can send your Bitcoin anytime you want to. Tomorrow morning you can send your Bitcoin. 7 transactions a second is enough. The network has never went down. That's depending on what it's actually used for. But here's where I get to the nitty-gritty part. All these other altcoins are vying for a different position than Bitcoin and Litecoin. They're vying for the position to actually be usable currencies. Now, here's the thing. That's what this is vying for, this unit E. It's trying to make itself into a usable currency with 10,000 transactions per second. They might create it. It might not have any of the qualities, the saving qualities of Bitcoin, the qualities of limited amounts and the qualities. They might create billions of these unit E coins for commerce worldwide, because there's billions of dollar units out there. So if this supplants the dollar, if this pushes the dollar out of the nest, this unit E, and also these other coins, these altcoins that are not Bitcoin, not Litecoin, they're not stores of value. What they actually are is they're vying for the same position to be currency, to be used as worldwide currency. They're the ones that are in jeopardy because they're in a head-first battle with this unit E. Coins that go down the list, there's like 1,000 different coins, all trying to be a monetary unit that can be used like currency. But that's what this is after. This is after to be the currency. And this beats them all. So who do you think is going to win against the altcoins? So what we could see is, we could see Bitcoin actually survive and thrive as a store of value, like gold. You know how gold survives in the system. Gold is not out there fighting to be currency with these other fiat currencies. Gold doesn't try for that spot. It's not fighting for that position. Gold has its own position as a store of value. And that's the position that Bitcoin's fighting for, that same position. It removes it from all the other coins that are trying to take the place of fiat currencies. So what they're creating here is not something that's going to go head-to-head against Bitcoin. What they're creating here is something that's going to go head-to-head against all of these other altcoins that are trying to be currencies. And if this is as good as they say it is, it's going to destroy these other altcoins that want to be currencies. That's the way I see it. So the last survivor standing in the blockchain technologies might be the original one, Bitcoin. Whereas this new distributed technology research that these guys are doing under these different universities, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, UC Berkeley, Stanford University, Carnegie Mellon, also Southern California University, and the University of Washington. These guys are working on this, and they're going to come out with it. I sense that this is real. What's going on here with this Unit E, and we're going to see it be released sometime later in the later half of the later part of this year, probably the third or fourth quarter, just like they say. and the position that this is trying to take. So watch out for these altcoins. I would say if you're in the cryptocurrency marketplace right now, this is the coin you got to watch out for. It might be a good idea, you know, to buy some of these coins early on if they're not too pricey, you know, and get it in there early on this Unit E. I'm very interested in this project. I'm very interested in what effect it might have on the cryptocurrency markets, because that's what all you guys that watch my channel, you're into the cryptocurrencies. I'd say don't be scared about this thing. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to reposition well, don't take this as financial advice, but this is what I would do personally, is reposition my cryptocurrency assets. And if you got a coin that's like 34, or a coin that's like 83, or a coin that's like, you know, some of these coins, some of your favorite coins, and they might be way down on the list, you know, but you really like them, you think they're a great coin, they might get phased out by this Unit E. Whereas Bitcoin itself might actually move up in price, where a lot of the altcoins will end up dying. So that's my position on this. I don't think that it's going to take out Bitcoin, because it's not fighting for the position that Bitcoin holds. This is fighting for the position that the altcoins hold, if that makes any sense to you guys. That's what I think about it anyway. But this is big news. This is big news for cryptocurrency holders. And if you haven't heard of it, you're probably going to hear of it pretty soon. It could actually, this news alone could actually affect the price of the cryptocurrencies that are out there right now. Because I think that some people are going to hear about this, and they're going to go right in and they're going to sell off. You know, they're going to say to themselves, hey, you know, why am I holding these cryptocurrencies if these cryptocurrencies are going to go down? You know, and the market's already, this is a bad timing. To tell you the truth, this is really rotten timing for them to come out with this story right in the middle of the very bottom of a bear market with bearish sentiment out there, you know. This could drive the price of the cryptocurrencies down quite a bit. Depending on how many people read about this and hear about this, and what sort of a market reaction happens, got to watch this very carefully. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.